Safety meeting for April 20th. First item on the agenda will be the minutes from the previous meeting.
Move we approve the minutes of the previous meeting on April 6th as presented.
A second.
Motion and second to approve the minutes from April 6th. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Hearing none, motion will pass. Anybody in the audience have anything pertaining to tonight's agenda? All right, moving on to payments and vouchers. First one will be payroll claim register for the pay period of March 23rd to April 5th. The amount of $47,816.65. And the second one will be vouchers for the period of April 3rd to April 17th in the amount of $165,291.93.
I move that we approve the payroll registry for the pay period of 3/23 to 4/5 in the amount of $47,816.65, along with the approvals for the vouchers for the pay period of 4/3 to 4/17 in the amount of $165,291.93.
Second.
Motion and a second to approve the payments and vouchers as presented. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Hearing none, that motion will pass. The department reports, we will start off with Andrew.
I actually have nothing for Board of Works.
All right, thank you. Matt?
Nothing for the, actually, I take that back. Not, obviously not tonight, but we did finish, we have 2 new reserves on board now, they completed all the training. So I'll be taking that over to, a swearing in within the next 2 meetings if possible.
Says next meeting?
If possible.
Okay, what, May 6th is that?
I want to give it, guys, make sure it was, we had availability and stuff.
Maybe May 4th.
Maybe 4th.
Star Wars Day.
May 4th or possibly the 18th.
Yes. And that's all I have, sir.
All right, thank you. Stuart?
I have nothing for Board of Works.
All right, thank you. Chris?
I have nothing for the Board of Works.
Thank you. Jackson's gone. Andy's gone. Gavin?
I have nothing for Board of Works.
Thank you. Don?
Nothing for the Board of Works.
All right, thank you. Angela?
Also nothing.
We're on a roll. Bob?
I have nothing for the Board of Works.
Justin?
Well.
You want to break that trend, right?
Yeah. That's good.
Like I did, but.
All right, the only thing I have, special event request for the Marshall Building. I know I brought that up last month's meeting. So there's actually 2 requests on that. One is for the event itself, and then the second one is for the alcohol permit for that. So the first one would be for the music side of it, submitted by Brandon Still from Echoes in the Iron. So that will be for the music side of it. And the second one will be from Door 13 over to Auburn. Andy Joe Clark would be the person serving the alcohol on that. Both of them are all required to have their own insurance and so on and so forth. We had a meeting last week a little bit, just kind of discussing that if this, all this stuff goes through. Getting together pretty good. It's going to be a good event if we get passed through the Board of Works. It's going to be a good opportunity to put spotlight on Butler a little bit with pop-up music venue. Also highlight the Historical Society with the America's 250, and also put some sights on the Marshall Building on what can happen to that building. It just takes off.
I move we approve, both, they can do them both at the same time, both requests for the Echoes in the Iron event at the Marshall Building, on June 27th, all day, is presented.
Second.
A motion and a second to approve the special event request as presented. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Hearing none, that motion will pass. Next one, I had land lease agreement with Verizon. I did talk to that individual Friday on, they haven't received the contract back, and want to put language in there for any damage to the asphalt. And if they started before the build date, would we get compensated for that? And he said, yes, turned everything over to Verizon, didn't send any red flags up back that they would not, agree to it, just didn't get it in writing in time. I know originally I said that, hey, we had to come to agreement by the end of April, they would pull the contract, but he did state, since the progress was going forward, that would not be the case on this. Now, if it was stagnant, wasn't going anywhere, they'd like play that card that you have a deadline, but he says this is processing through what needs to be done. He said, so don't worry about that April 30th deadline. So hopefully next meeting, May 4th, I will have that contract for us to review and sign in.
Yeah.
Any questions on that?
Do you know how much acreage they're actually consuming?
The 75 foot by 75 foot.
I have to prepare an ordinance for the council. Theoretically, you have, I mean, by statute, you can lease a property, you have to get two appraisals and so on and so forth. However, there's some, trying to put, there's some fudge language in there. We could, if we put an ordinance in there, it's a small amount that, competitive appraisals would not be necessary and so on and so forth. I'll look at the statute and do that, but we do have to have an ordinance on.
We don't need that approved before we sign the contract.
Well, if you can sign the contract, but it should be done at the same time probably. So if the ordinance ready for the next council meeting,
May 4th.
yeah, I'll have it ready.
Okay. Perfect. Anything else on that? Does anybody in the audience have anything? The board works? Here's a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Meeting adjourned at 6:38.